What's going on, YouTube? I was on YouTube looking at some videos, and I just happened to run across, I think it was in a suggested video or something or other, about a lawnmower, and a guy had put two blades excuse me, on each spindle of his lawnmower. And I got to look, and there was a few more guys doing it, and they're claiming that one guy said he ran a set of mulching blades and then a set of regular high lift blades on it as well, and they're claiming that it cuts cleaner, like in weeds or wet conditions, because you have more lift and it pulls the grass up, and the blade is, you know, making twice as many cuts as it spins as you move over the ground. But it does cause more wear and tear on the lawnmower. Well, I got a junky lawnmower and I'm not too worried about wear and tear on it, so I thought I'd give it a try. So I ordered some blades because I need to change the blades on my lawnmower because they're getting pretty horrible. And I have a really horrible yard, as most of you have seen some of my videos. I've got weeds, I've got spots of no grass. I usually don't cut my grass that often, so it gets pretty tall. And I wind up having to cut the same spot like 3 or 4 times to get it, because it just leaves, I got Bahia grass and it's real tough stalks, and it just leaves some sticking up. So to get a clean cut, I have to cut it like three times minimum, because I let it get so tall, and because there's only patches of it that get real tall, and then the rest of it won't grow. So anyway, but I got something rigged up here that they're saying that you could just put a bolt, stack your blades on top of one another and line it up with speed square, put your bolt in it and tighten it up. And they're saying they haven't had any problem with them slipping, but I'm not so sure about that. I could fabricate a holder to hold them like that, but I'm just going to weld them for right now. And what I got here is I've got these blades here, and I've got them rigged up like this in an X pattern. They're squared, and I got them clamped, and I got a 10mm snap-on socket, deep impact socket, deep well impact socket. And it's a snug fit in the hole there, so they're centered. I had to tap it in there lightly with a hammer to get it to stick through there and center the hole. And I've got it clamped down. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tack weld on each side, just on the corner, you know, just a tack and a tack, just to hold it, so that when I put it on there, they'll be square, and I won't be trying to hold a square upside down. I don't want to weld across it because it'll just warp the blade and throw it out of balance and all that. Just want one little tack and one little tack, just so that I can remove the clamps in the socket and stick it on there like that with a bolt through it, and that should keep it from rotating and make it easier to install. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so I stepped outside for about 15 minutes to weld these up. It's about 100 degrees out there and I'm dripping with sweat, but back in the house here to show you. Just tack that on the corner on each one there. Just a little tack with a 70-18, and we got all 3 of them made up there, as you can tell. And that should make them real easy to put on. I just take the other ones off and then just stick it up there like a regular blade, put the bolt in it, and not have to worry about trying to square it, laying on my back up under the mower and everything. So I'm going to get those put on there and we'll see how they do. Alright guys, I want to show you, got the blades on there, what they look like. Look pretty good. Let's see if they work pretty good. Well guys, from the looks of that, I think it's going to work pretty decent. It's hard to drive with a camera on a zero turn, but that one pass right there, I mean, you see how tall the weeds are right there and stuff. Looks pretty darn good to me. So if you want to try it, do so at your own risk. I'm gonna run it a little bit more and see how it does without the camera, and so far it looks like it's gonna do pretty good. It sounds pretty ferocious with all the air moving around, but hey guys, I just want to let you know the X blade deal, the 6 blades, 2 blades on each spindle, does work quite well. It cuts a lot cleaner with less clumps, and I cut my mowing time on my yard probably in half, just because I'm not having to double cut everything. It does use more power. You can tell when you get into thick stuff, it bogs the motor down a little bit. So you may have to raise your deck height a little bit, because you're actually, you know, those blades are 1/4 inch thick. So you're actually, by putting that blade on the bottom, you've lowered your cut height 1/4 inch. So you may have to bring your cut height up 1/4 or 1/2 inch. And it's, you know, the additional lift that the blades is causing, it's robbing some horsepower. But I have a 52-inch cut mower with a 27-horse engine. So it's plenty enough power to still run good and operate, and it cuts a lot better. So I'm going to keep running it like that, and whatever breaks just have to break, because it does cut a lot better, saves me time. So I'm happy with that, because I don't like cutting grass anyways. But anyway, if you want to try this, do so at your own risk. It does cut a little better, and I like it. So thanks for watching.